All right, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder says he be open to fight Jarrell Big Bag Miller. Apparently, Miller has a fight coming up with somebody. He pushed at the press conference, and he got fined, or a portion of his purse got took from him. I think Wilder's fighting on BLK Prime. Um, but Deontay Wilder said he was love to fight Big Baby Miller. I hope he's already paid for his grave burial. Um, It says the former WC champ Deontay Wilder did not take too kindly to recent statement for Jarrell Miller when Big Baby said he loved to smash Wilder in a fight. No, did he? Both men have upcoming fights to attend to before they can think about facing anyone else in the ring. Miller, Fabio Wardley on June 7th. Wilder, in his first fight back since getting stopped by Zhang, faces little-known Tyrell Herndon, 24-5-15 on June 27th. But assuming both men win and Miller has the way tougher assignment of the two, make no mistake about it, the groundwork may already be in place for Wilder and Miller to rumble later this year. And Wilder, who really does have to prove to a lot of people, show he's not a shot and finish fighter or puncher, brought back memories from an infamous "I want a body on my record" statement from years ago when spoke about how a fight between him and 26-1 and 22 Miller would go. He says the only thing he's smashing is burgers. He barely do that well. Wilder said to TMZ Sports responded to Miller saying he is the most avoided heavyweight out there today. I disagree with that. And they would love to smash Wilder. No, did he? With him, it's talk, talk, talk. But if that fight does land for him, I can't wait for it. I hope he's already paid for his grave burial. I don't play around. If I saw him today, I'll slap the fuck out of him right now. Deontay Wilder has returned. Everybody better respect the name. So he got to prove that. He said that TMZ, he got to prove that to everybody that he has returned. Um, he has to prove that. We think he done. Even in the back of everybody else's mind, we think he done. So Miller think he done. So he can say or however he want to move and he want to go about it, but he got a lot. He got a lot to prove. And he talking like a man with confidence. Now, if you don't know the history, Jarrell Miller basically was smashing his ex-girlfriend, the one that he had kids with. He was smashing that. He was smashing that. So that's kind of was the thing right then and there. He was smashing her, and he basically said down the road, he told Wilder, "Don't wife her. She a good time now for a long time." And obviously Deontay Wilder did not listen to him. And historically most men don't. They fall in love, and women know how to love bomb you. That's why they so against love bombing, is because they love bomb even better. They love bomb, and they sit through marriages and shit. you know they sit through marriages and they sit through marriages and then talking about, well, I never was satisfied, and that's how they able to do that. But nonetheless, that's kind of how the history started out. Apparently there was some sparring stories about how Wilder got the better of him. Jarrell Miller didn't dispute that, but he also went on to say that he was dehydrated, or whatever the situation was. He was dehydrated and he couldn't give the best version of himself for that fight. So he said he was dehydrated. So that's why, the sparring didn't go the way. He started talking about the heat in Alabama and he was dehydrated. So, it's sparring. It's sparring. So, we could talk about it all day, but it's simply sparring. And a lot of people eat it up. But, these are two totally different fighters today. Miller's been popped for peds. Miller's been popped for peds. Wilder ain't the same fighter no more. He don't really get the respect I think that Wilder should have got for everything that he's done in this division. He's done for American heavyweight boxing. Without him, A lot of American heavyweight boxing, it ain't even on TV. A lot of that shit wasn't even really on digestible TV. So I feel him. Um, you know, and if it was so, if it, what he did was so easy, if what he did was so easy, then why can't nobody else do it? That's why you say, why can't nobody else do it? But I think people still be interested. But the unfortunate thing about it is, you know, these guys, it's got to be at the end of got to be at the end of their career to make these type of fights. They got to be in a desperate position to make these type of fights when they long past the expiration date. That's what we got to ask ourselves. Why do these fights got to be so far past the expiration date? Y'all got to be in desperation. Y'all got to be in desperation to make these fights happen. That's my issue. Why can't these things happen when y'all at the top of y'all game? And I understand the ego thing about it's ego, and I feel like it is. But what about the bigger goal of legacy and getting this money? Y'all can make big money together, but y'all rather nickel and dime, dime with each other. And then, when y'all ain't got no other ways to go, or y'all can't sell y'all fight no more, and people get tired of y'all, then y'all want to go out there and, give us the fight that we feel like we deserve. Come on. Be honest. These dudes at rock bottom, hey man, I think it's best for them both to retire. I mean, Big Baby Miller got caught with more steroids, than anybody I can remember in the history of sports got caught with. Let's keep it funky. So, should he legit, be competing? Shit, you know what I'm saying? His career should be over with. That's the crazy thing about it. His career should be over with. And I'm just keeping it all the way funky. Wilder had a good run, but kind of when he disrespected Mark Breland, his career went down the drain. When he disrespected Mark Breland. So it went all the way the opposite way. So I mean I didn't really understand that part of it, but he felt like he was bigger. They say money only makes you more what you already are. That's what they say. Money ought to make you more what you already are. That's it. So I mean, for the most part, when talking about Deontay, I think he let his head get too big. Well, Future say, I only can hope that I can remain humble. You only can hope that you can remain humble. And he didn't. He lost his way. And and this is why it's very important for a lot of dudes that were good with women in high school, a lot of dudes that was good with women, when they didn't have no money, they have a large advantage over the other guys and studs when it comes to women. When you ain't got it and you can get women and you can see how women operate, that's one of the best things you can have as a man. Real talk, that's one of the best things you can have as you had that insight. You know what it's like when you don't have no bread. You know what it's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what it's like not when you didn't have no money or how women treated you when they really, really liked you. A lot of men don't get that opportunity to go through that process. They get money, they think, oh, I'll get money, I can get women. And when you don't learn how to deal with women from the beginning and you a late bloomer or You come up to some money and women, I mean, they destroy your life. They destroy you. It's only so much gain a father can give you. It's only so much gain, a man can give you. Only way you can learn is through experience. That's how you learn. You only can learn through life experience. So don't forget that. So a whole woman just tended to destroy him. And like Miller told him, like, man, she a bird. But, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link in the description. You can follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.